For some reason, my camera's not showing it's recording. So, hold on. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So, welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. And this is part 2 of The Fate of Black Peter.
Mr. Holmes?
So I guess we're going to interview witnesses. Or no, we're going to interview that one kid. Okay, yeah, John Hopley. Oh, John Hopley Milligan, yeah. Yeah, sure. I know what I'm doing. Wait a minute, is that... How do you do... There you go. John A. Woodward. Oh my gosh, you can actually read this stuff. Interesting. $100 reward for an accountant. 74 years of age. Charged with having on or about the 10th of June has forged and altered bills of promissory notes for large amounts. He doesn't look so... Look, he's in the 70s. Diamond earrings are missing. This is cool. Okay, back to the subject at hand. We've got a job to do. Because we're Sherlock Holmes, damn it. Let's look at the evidence.
These are the suspect's belongings.
These are the suspect's belongings.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Interesting. Evidence is required.
These abbreviations mean something. But what?
Okay. Let's examine the pocket knife.
It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials J.H.N.
J.H.N. Ring. We can't examine it. Let's just take it. Oh. From R. Dawson to my friend and partner, 1883.
And partner, 1883.
Oh. Seriously?
From R. Dawson. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
So we'll just keep the ring. Because we can. Because we're Sherlock Holmes, damn it. Where are all these people? Well, that's not a very good filing system. Warren, Lonsdale, Warren. These are repeats. Okay. Anyways. Staff room? No, we're not going in the staff room. Sure, let's go to the morgue. There's nobody in the morgue. There's no dead people. They haven't gotten that guy off the wall yet? Or just the guy? There. Nice. Okay. Should we talk to Lestrade? Why not?
Locked.
Locked. Where are all these things? Ooh, that's a spooky picture. Ooh. Okay. Strange. Oh, that's where it came from. Morgue. Strad. Okay, let's talk to the...
Mr. Holmes?
Alright, is he already in the room? Oh, he is. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. We're just going to take this baton here. Oh, okay. Let's do a profile on him. Shabby cap. He has a shabby cap. And a patch. Let's totally judge him. Oh, expensive fabric. Okay. It's a button. Elaborate buttons. Oh my. Some horrible disease on his hands. Oh, it's a callus. Scars. Poor guy. Something about his neck. Oh, he has a thin neck. And we're back at the beginning. Oh, short sleeves. Okay, so tell us about the notebook.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Okay, how about the sea knife?
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
I think he's innocent. And tell me about the gold ring.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Uh-oh. Okay. Father's jacket. Rings engraving. Rings engraving?
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
So who's the ring's owner?
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Liar! We've already talked about that. I'd say it's because of his father's jacket.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find
That's
yourself
a
a
little
manual
far-fetched,
job,
I think.
and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Magic.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Okay, oh, we can make a deduction. Let's see. Breaking into attempts, pin at the wall. Missing 10 bucks. Okay, break-in attempts. And Nelligan's notebook. Yay! Okay. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook. They had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Okay. Swift actions. Okay. No break-in attempt, I'm missing 10 bucks. No. Into the wall. No, sorry, alright. Deselect, okay. Into the wall, swift actions. Yay! This is what's called grasping at straws. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Poor Watson. Prepare for harpoon throwing experiment. Okie dokie. What am I meant to do? Okay. So this guy. Nelligan is approximately 19 years old. He was raised in wealth, but after the desertion of his father 10 years ago, his family fell into poverty. He worked to earn money by cleaning fish. Despite undertaking such manual work for a considerable time, Nelligan remains physically weak. Okay. Let's see, we got this ring from R. Dawson. Who's R. Dawson? Okay. You talk to Lestrade yet?
Locked.
Locked. Okay, so I guess we go to, what, Baker Street? Watson. There's Toby. Yay. Hi, Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Okay.
A spot of whaling, Watson? Would you care to take part?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Dropped from his
Peter
dead cold
Carey
hands.
attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Neither do I.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Oh, and he was going to look up something. Search for Dawson. Dawson, 1883. History? No, this is... Ooh! Why can't I... If you exit this part now, your progress will not be saved. No, I don't want to exit. I just want to go to... Fine. Medicine. History. I want to go to the newspapers. See, none of these...
That is not the one I need.
I know.
That is not the one I need.
How do I go... Oh! Okay, 1883. There we go. Sheesh. From the Strand. Dawson and Elgin Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. Dawson and Elgin Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. The liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by police and his creditors.
Here it is.
Aha.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Let's go back to Scotland Yard and ask him about it. Let's see about deductions. Yeah, nothing. Running to the police station! I gotta talk to you.
have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Examine the ship's logs. Where are the ship's logs? Oh. Okay, so ship's logs are here. Oh. Meant to go this way. Oh, good, they removed them. Alright, ship's logs.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
There's Peter Carey.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual.
Let's see, Thursday, June 8th, light breeze through the day, saw whale tail alongside of southeast, just at night, 2 more ships in sight. Wednesday, the 14th, moderate wind from the east, saw no whales today. Monday, June 19th, light and variable wind through the day, saw another whaling ship far away. Saturday, June 24th, strong winds from south. We'll go to the north. 1 year ago, there were a lot of whales.
Log notes for July. Nothing special.
Friday, July 1st, light wind from the north to north and northeast, saw 2 whales at northeast. Wednesday, July 6th, strong wind from the north all day, squally wind from northeast at night. Monday, July 18th, strong breeze from southeast. York got sick, saw whale tail at east in company with Allison and Joy. Sunday, July 24th, moderate wind from the east, saw no whales today.
Log notes for August.
Oh my.
These pages have been torn away.
Tuesday, August 2nd, rather squally wind through the day and night. Saturday, August 3rd, squally wind from northeast. Helmsman suspects incoming storm.
Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man.
Let's do
the
that.
Last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
It's a task for Wiggins. Okay. What did this say? CPR. Is there a CPR here? CPR? Oh. They're connected somehow. Okay. That's nasty. Okay. I'm wondering if we go to Scotland Yard and look at that notebook, will he put the two together? Answering.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
There we go. CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Okay. Missing papers. Missing $10. Ooh. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen $10. Oh! John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. I doubt it, though. I doubt that kid did anything. I don't know. Let's see if we can talk to him about it.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
What about the bond certificate?
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Okay. So. Whoops. Okay, Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Blackbeard's cabin. It explains his presence at the scene of the murder. Yep. So, he could have been caught stealing. He's a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of the murderer, either by physical or psychological. Yes, he's innocent. Okie dokie. So, oops. Task for Wiggins. Alright, so let's go to the Whitechapel butcher thing and...
I need to take a harpoon with me.
Really? Alright, back to Wisminsley. Sorry, madam, just borrowing a harpoon.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Yeah, it's okay if I steal. Okay. Okay, now to the butcher. That was a fast ride. Well, here we are. Kind of awkward. Okay, I guess we talk.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Okay. Hold breath. Throw.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
I thought I did good. Nope. We're going to be doing this all day.
The
There,
harpoon has
perfect.
struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
He's giving me a bigger thing. Nope, no.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
There we go.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Okay, so. Strength requirement. Pin to the wall. Requires much greater strength than that of the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through the wall. A degree of skill would most likely be necessary. 2 men in cooperation might achieve the same result. I don't know how they do that. There is a remote possibility that an unskilled and untrained man could manage to pin Peter Carey to the wall with a harpoon. I don't see how 2 men in cooperation would. So what happens when we say this? And what happens when we say this? No. But 2 men incorporate. Okay. I don't understand how the... Right. Okay. Yummy. Okay. Let's go to Baker Street. Is there anything else we can... No.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I
I'll
would prefer
hide.
that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Wiggins!
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
Watch your
Service,
face.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Oh, what about his boots?
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. A pen. Nothing unusual about it. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
Okay. Let's get all our ducks in a row first. We'll go see if the boots fit the boot prints. And to go look at the letter with our chemistry set. We should go to Woodman's Lee. Use the boots with the footprints. Oops. Boop.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Aha! Gardener? Could he be a gardener, maybe? Where's the little thing? Oh, there it is. Liam Hurtley's boots match footprints at Woodman's Lee. Thus proving he was there. To the cure, he denies that he was a gardener. Really? We haven't talked to her. Well, let's go and see if she really does deny it. I'm sorry, that just looks so funny.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Okay. Okay, now we go home. If we can open the door. There we go. Wait, I meant to go home. Ugh. Baker Street. Goodness, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's recover Hurtley's letter.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition,
Wait,
colorless
what?
reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
What? Orange 7 3rd. What? Wait.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Okay, so it goes blue, blank, blank, orange, colorless. Blue, colorless, colorless. Okay, so... Well, how are we...
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Okay. One more time.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So, if we go blue, so we got to go blue, blank, blank, orange, clear twice. Wait, that's 10. Okay, so seven. There's 7 here. There's 2 blues and 2 oranges. But the orange has to be the third after the blue. And the clear has to come after the orange. So blue. Blue. Green. Clear. Orange. Clear. Blue. No, this is not right.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Okay, does the orange always have to come after the blue?
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So if we would do a blue, blank, blank, orange, blue, blank, blank, orange. Okay, so blue. Green. I'm doing the exact same damn thing.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Right, come on. We'll figure this out. Alright, so. Blue. Clear has to follow orange. Orange has to be 2 away from blue. So if I use 2 oranges,
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
so what if I did blue, blue, green? Okay. Orange. Orange.
No, something
What?
isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
So if it has to be blue, blank, blank, orange, and there's 2 oranges, that's 8 things. But they all have to be used.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
But the oranges can't be together. Alright, you know what? It's not making sense at all. Time for Google. I'm sorry, but there's no way it can work. Okay. Alright, says the way it works is that if you place a blue vial, you must then place an orange one 3 after. You also need to put a clear vial straight after an orange one. This means the pattern must be blue XX orange clear. With this in mind, you'll be able to complete this pattern twice. Blue, green, blue, orange, clear, orange. Oy. Okay, my head hurts now. What? We're just gonna do this now. Alright, blue. Green. here. And here.
Done. Now I can proceed further. Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Yay.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
As you asked and hid them well, I beg you to reconsider. Remember our vows. I've done nothing dishonorable for what you are something. Alright, Scotland Yard.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Alright, so let's do profile. Ooh. Get you with crust. Oh, we saw that earlier. That remains. Size 9 shoes? No? Okay. Somebody's hands. Gardener's hands. Let's talk about Woodman's Lee first.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Aha! Your boots match.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Aha! Your boots match! Your gardener.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
What did you hide?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Aha! The letter.
I did as you asked, and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that.
Why would you have to hide your tools well?
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Okay. Woodman's Lee. Hurtley is a stranger who was arrested by the police as a suspicious individual seen prowling around at night near Woodman's Lee. He's a former soldier who left the military with an honorable discharge after having been wounded in the neck by shrapnel. Now he lives a quiet life working as a gardener. Okay. That's not where he keeps his tools. Where are the tools? Okay. It's in another place. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. Let's talk about
Does
it.
the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Lie! Fine, give me access to
Madam,
garden tools.
we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh, my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Oh. Yeah, let's. Otherwise, there's just not enough room for him and the camera. Oh. Planks. Ill-fitting plank. Pum pum bum. No. Found it. That's a weird looking lock.
Let us see what is in this box.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh. That was fun.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Liam, my dear, you have been so good to me all the time that I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bound by God. It is his divine will, and thus my husband is a cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. Ooh. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. It's like almost 10:30. Something else in here? Nope. Hello?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Outline in the dusk. What? These are romantic correspondence.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Okay. Desperate jealousy. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately. Oh, typo. His jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. Bum, bum, bum. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter Carey. Yes. Okay. Confession and his letter. Desperate jealousy. Or harmless flirting. It has been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. So what if we say that? Oh. Hurtley's presence at Women's Lee on the night of the murder explained by his affection toward Judith Carey, the fact that he worked there as a gardener. So what if we say he's innocent? Then we get nowhere. However, if we do that... Okay, that's not harmless flirting then. And if we did that... Bum bum bum! Alright, but we're not done yet. We are not done. Let's go see what Wiggins found.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Okay, James Lancaster. A harpooner. He's also a harpooner.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Aha!
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Sometime later.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
2 guinea pigs.
Thank
Yay.
you, sir.
Okay. Peter carries it on smoker. Patrick Cairns left his tobacco pouch. Pouch belongs to Cairns and indicates his presence at the crime scene, but it must still be proven.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Oh, goody, we get to play dress up. Okay. Make a table. What does a sailor's hair look like? Can I have a sailor's hat? Is that a sailor's hat? That's a sailor's hat. That's definitely not a sailor's hat. No, he's gonna have a big old beard. Because sailors have big beards. Yes. Wait, let's just look. Okay. Show me glasses. Nah. Okay.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Yo ho ho, I am a sailor.
What should we do next, Holmes?
How you like my outfit? Fine. Okay, let's see which pub. So we should take off this. This is 2 people. We look terrible. That's pretty. Woo. Where's the guy?
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
I've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I
Oh, no.
start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Oh no, not arm wrestling. Ugh. Follow Patrick Cairns' facial expressions to understand his moves. Push, restrain, and idle. I'm playing a counter strategy. Pay attention to your stamina. Push, restrain. Ah. Come on. Oops. What just happened?
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to
Oh, I
lose
accidentally
another
hit the
10
circle
shillings?
button.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money.
I
No
almost had him
problem with
too.
that.
There.
You were lucky. You wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Now. Okay, let's gold earring. Cheap clothes. Strong hands. Ew, yellow nails. Sailor's tattoo. Do we have to do it again?
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
There.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink.
Jeez.
You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
Okay, harpooner.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumours about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar, and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Who was he?
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks.
Oh, but I know.
His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course.
Okay.
Back in a second. I'm out to Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Okay, Patrick Cairns, an experienced harpooner, currently facing unemployment and poverty. He can be found most often in the Sea Witch, public house deemed popular by the sailors whom he arm wrestles for money. Like many of his kind, he is a heavy smoker, indicated by his yellowed fingernails. Do we play in his pouch? Oh. Guess we're gonna hear them. right? No? Okay. Where are we going? I don't even know. No? Can we talk to the bartender? No? Hello. Wait, what else over here? Is your mind open to communication with the denizens of the spirit world? Ooh. Find out on Thursday, May 6th at 7:30 p.m. The Booksmith with raffle prizes, nourishments of all sorts. Yay, there's nourishments. Some political cartoons. Oh, there we go. Wait, I don't get it. Just a second. I don't understand the purpose of planting the pouch. So Peter Carey was trying to conceal the murder of John. Okay. Told the story of how it's Josh Ravel again. Okay. Plant the pouch in his pocket and agree this pouch is his. Okay.
Here it is.
Tell me about your tobacco.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Hmm. Hmm. I do not know. All right. So he's looking for his father's papers. So he just wanted the certificate. Woo! There we go. I think that's it. Because he knew that he was a murderer. So what if... Okay. Cairns is guilty. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns. Cairns is a professional harpooner. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. He's a cold-blooded murderer. He has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey and must be punished, or he killed Peter Carey, but the murder was not premeditated. It was in self-defense against an armed and irrational drunken sailor. Let's continue.
Care to lose another 10 shillings?
No. I don't know. Why would he be there that night? All right. Well, yeah, that knife. What about that knife? Okay, what about the notebook? No, not that. Where's the notebook? That. There's no signs of use. Okay, so what if we make it okay. We can't pin it on him at all? Okay. So we say that he's guilty. His junior reunion made a poor decision and so fell into trouble. Yeah, it's not right. We could make it like anybody. So if we make it this, so mm-hmm. So if revenge was carries. Okay. His motive was revenge for Carrie. His motive was jealousy. What if they all did it? This pouch was there. What was he doing at the scene of the murder? goodness. They all make sense. No, they don't all make sense. They can't all make sense. Alright, let's see. Remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable for what you... Don't hurt me. But I beg you to reconsider. Okay, what about that ring? Or Dawson. Oh, Dawson and Nelligan. Something. Hurtley's boots, because he's the gardener. Certificates with which father disappeared. No signs of use. Okay. I don't know. So he knew that Black Peter had his father's papers. But then his his pouch was there. It was all three of them all together. Kept inside the stolen tin box. What does that have to do with him, though? Dang it. I am really, really stuck here. So I don't waste any more of your time. Google. Okay. It's cards. Okay.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
Yes, please do.
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12 seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour...
No, I just heard the front door. Prepare yourself.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address? Is he here?
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, May I present to you Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard?
That means... It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter. What? What? A trap? You think you can take me?
Here now. We'll have none of that.
And I say that we will.
What am I supposed to do? There we go. Yay!
Lestrade,
Trophy
are you all right?
released.
Are you able to stand?
Oh, my jaw. Gore. You took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, you would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
Yes, he was lucky.
Ah. But you got him.
It was remarkably easy. He lost his balance after he struck you.
And you practice boxing, I know. You must have hit him hard. Our fellow is knocked out.
We should call for a police cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well, no need for a hospital. I would prefer to keep this between us. You know.
Of course, Inspector. The case is closed.
Okay, Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns, a professional harpooner, the only one capable of executing such an accurate throw. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. He is a cold-blooded murderer. You have decided to bring him to justice. Clues found, 16. Conclusion, Cairns is guilty. Moral choice, condemn Cairns. Press to check your conclusion. Yay! Accept decision. Yes. Personality seeking. Ranking. Justice seeker. Next is Riddle on the Rails.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
Good old Mycroft.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Oh, we got a souvenir, harpoon. Any letters? Oh. We have a letter. No escape from London police. The Strand. The grotesque murder of the former captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Patrick Cairns, one of Carey's former harpooners. In fact, the dangerous criminal was caught single-handedly by the brave Inspector Lestrade in hand-to-hand fight. Patrick Cairns is now sentenced to death. Okay. I am going to save it here and in the broadcast. So this, what's it called? Okay. That was the fate of Black Peter. And I will see you in the next broadcast. Thank you for watching.